Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to the Twilight Princess livestream playthrough. I feel like I so often start in this very position. In Kakariko Village, in the water. I just find myself finishing a lot of recordings in Kakariko Village. I think this is I'm pretty sure this is the 8th recording. I just assumed that and set that as the title of this stream, but I could be wrong. Could be the 9th, you never know. It's the 8th, okay. In terms of the date, in case you wanted to know, it's the 16th of October. This should be uploaded about 2 days after recording, so there you go, just thought I'd let you know. Natural lighting at the moment is inconsistent. It is constantly fluctuating, and it will likely be a source of much frustration for me, but I will try to ignore it as best I can, which will hopefully help you to do the same. The general setup should be fine. I don't think there's a problem with anything, no. Everything should be under control. Was there something else I was going to mention? Possibly. Anyway. Aside from that, I do have a beverage today, as I'm sure you can guess, because I usually do have one for these recordings. It is the last of the 3 Echt Schlenkerler beers for me to try. It is the Marzen Echt Schlenkerler beer. And it's very nice, I would imagine. Haven't tried it yet, but as I understand it, it's rather similar to the Urbock, at least closer to the Urbock than the Weizen. I had the Weizen, wasn't a huge fan of it. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I'm still, even now, unclear as to how I feel about it. I hate it when I forget to get my controller. It's all the way over there, I can't bloody reach it. Oh my goodness. Oh well. You know, I've got literally everything set up except that. So... Ooh. That's very interesting. Oh no. No, never mind. I thought that was the sound of cicadas. Actually not. Frustratingly, when the cicadas do come out, I'm going to have to change my EQ settings. I'm going to have to employ some subtractive EQ, or implement some subtractive EQ, which will result in, I suppose, lower... It's not going to sound as good, like my microphone audio is not going to be as nice sounding. It's just the reality. But you're not going to hear this background noise that sounds like high-pitched static, because I'm telling you, the cicadas ruin everything. They really do. It's incredible how loud they are and how disruptive they are. But anyway, that's a long story. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to go and get my controller. Ooh, might have been talking about that beer and how I was still on the fence about it, even now. God, excuse all the creaking that's going on. Again, this is why ideally I already have these things on hand ready to go. Alright. We will of course be making our way to Snow Peak, although I'm not entirely sure if I should be spending some time trying to find heart pieces. That might be a good thing to do, and I think I will do that. I think I've got a list of heart pieces here. Well, actually not right now, but I'll get some. I will get a list. Fear not. But yeah, this will be a beer that I think I'll enjoy more than the Weizen. It's, this is it here. Don't know if you can really see it. I'm bringing it further away so that the chroma key doesn't ruin it. I don't know. Imagine it, but without the chroma key just raping it. If you possibly could do that. Alright, heart pieces. This is not helpful. I want all of the... Here we go. Main article. I don't want some sub-article that acts as a summary. I want the full guide as to where all of the heart pieces can be found. Oh! If you give a guy 1,000 rupees in Castle Town, he gives you a heart piece. You're effectively buying a heart piece at that point. There's one in Hennes fishing hole that I will get. Lake Hylia Cavern. Haven't been in there yet. I recall that it's a bit of a long journey. I'm just seeing which heart pieces I haven't acquired yet. There are actually a few that I can acquire now that I've got the spinner, so I might aim to get those as well. Okay, let's make our way to Lake Hylia first, but before even that, I will indeed pour my beverage. I'll be drinking it out of my Westfletteren glass. Hello, Yells. I wasn't expecting to see you, but welcome to a recording that is not Monster Hunter. There's my bottle opener. Here it is. Okay. But yes, the beverage will be poured into my Westfletteren 12 glass, because, as I've said in the past, it feels like an appropriate glass for the beverage. That should be good. Alrighty. Now, just trying to wipe up any excess. There we go. Very good. That's now been taken care of. Let's see how this one tastes. Ooh. That is noticeably different from Urbok, actually. It's not as full-bodied. For lack of a better way to describe it, it's more watery. I don't know if that... It's unfair to use that word because it has a negative connotation, but... No, it's actually, it's not bad at all, it's just, it doesn't have that fullness that, I don't really know if that's the word I'm even looking to describe it. I don't really have a good way to articulate it, but it's nice, flavor-wise. Yeah, gets a pass from me. Definitely a less flavor-filled version of Urbok. I was told, well, I wasn't told, no one told me, but I familiarized myself with both of them, at least through their descriptions, and apparently Urbok was not the original one, it was rather Marzen, the one that I'm having now. I'll cut it out. Yeah, it was actually the one that I had, let me phrase this properly. The one that I had before was not the original, this one is, but the one that I had before was intended to be a smokier, more flavor-filled version of the one that I'm having now. And I can see that that's basically where they stand in relation to one another. So, makes sense to me. Why did I go here? For God's sake. Why did I think that this was Lake Hylia? What's wrong with me? Lake Hylia is over here. I was correct in that it was to the west, but that was really not the place where I was wanting to go. Not even close to being the place where I wanted to go. As far as where this cave is... Actually, I can see it from here. It's probably difficult for you to see, but I can actually see on the mini-map. It's actually at the southernmost point. If you can focus in on the southernmost point, there's actually a tiny gap that sort of denotes... Oh, for fuck's sake. There's a little gap that denotes an entrance or exit, depending on how you look at it. Which, as I understand it, would be the entrance to the cave that I'm looking for. I'm quite happy to go through the entirety of the cave, if necessary. I probably won't go the entire way if I don't need to. But, yeah, I'm happy to allocate as much time as is necessary to acquire the heart piece in question. I can live with that. Some child screaming outside. I'll go out there and give her something to scream about. If she wants to continue with that. Oh, have I picked up that Poe yet? I think Poes do reappear even if you've killed them before. As I understand it. Hello. Well, we'll find out either way. Oh, for goodness sake. Yes. Simple as it looks, it's actually not simple. At least I've found. Alright. You got the Poe soul. I'm assuming that's a new one. How many do I have now? Is the question. 16. We are getting there. We are 4 away from our first, or at least presumably we are 4 away from our first reward for collecting Poe souls. Now the cave should actually be here if I was correct about what I said. Looks like I'm not correct. Am I correct in being incorrect, is the question of the day. I could be, or I could not be. I seem to remember it being in this area. I don't know. Is that the sound of my lantern? That must be the sound of my lantern. I thought I was hearing the sound of a Poe. Of course, the sound of a Poe is usually the sound of a lantern, sort of clanging around, but no. I think that's my lantern making that noise. Okay, well, it seems that I was wrong. I don't think this is the first time I've been led astray by the map design. Hey, Arexion. I really don't think this is the first time I've been led astray by that map, so I don't know where it is. What I'm going to guess, second of all, is that it's that patch of land to the east. I'm just going to guess that that's where it will be. I could, of course, make this much easier for myself and check online, but it's less of an adventure that way, isn't it? Is it not? I'm tasting chocolatey notes, I think, like dark chocolate. A little bit more dark chocolate with this one. As I could be wrong. I think I can taste dark chocolate with this one, whereas Urbok I couldn't. Could have been in both, or it could be in neither. But I don't know. It's giving me that little flavor note. Okay, let's see if I'm right or wrong about the cave being here. It is looking hopeful. I don't believe that it's an entranceway that I need to blow my way into, as far as I understand. What's the... oh, it sort of looks like somewhere I can walk, but it's actually not. It's outside of the map. Well, I don't know where on earth this cave entrance is. It is definitely here somewhere. Maybe I do need to bomb my way in. It would be strange if I did, because there's no visual indication of that. At least not that I've seen so far. Okay. Does it tell me where it is the question. I don't think so, because... oh, maybe it does tell me. Hold on. Let's have a look. In the southern portion of Lake Hylia is a ladder. Climb it and blow up the boulder to the south to reveal the cabin. Okay. I'm getting flashbacks to having this exact same situation play out the last time I played this game on camera. The exact situation. I tried to look for it myself, couldn't find it, checked online, was told to look for a ladder. In the south. So, fine. As you do. It would be great if I could check these things before wandering around, but admittedly, I will not go back on the statement that it's more fun to have an adventure and work it out myself, but still. That really only rings true if I succeed after having gone on said adventure. If I could have otherwise saved time, then I think I'd rather just know. But anyway. So the ladder in question, I believe, is over this way. I saw it, I'm quite sure. The southern portion. Could be the ladder. That's the ladder over there. I think I saw a golden bug too. I could see it from this distance, so... Unless I'm going crazy, I'm pretty sure it's over here. It could be our first pair, you never know. Finally, let Agatha rest easy. Fear not, child, for the insects will mate again. I'm going this way because I believe I saw a golden bug. See it over there? That's fucking bright. If you can't spot that... Oh no, never mind. I was definitely right that there was something shiny and bright, but it wasn't a golden bug, it was a Poe. Hello? Look how damn elusive they are. Come on. I'm out of his range. I don't think the Poes actually do respawn when you've already killed them. Because if they did, it would be very confusing as to which ones I've acquired souls from and which ones I haven't. Alright. I guess I can dig for money if I wanted to. Dig for money. I'm worth more than that. I'm the hero of Twilight or whatever they call me in this game. Stop with this business. I realise that I haven't picked them up this session, but I do know what they're worth. I don't need to be told every time. Okay, so the ladder is... Did we already climb the ladder? Yes, we did. So, it must be up here. There's a boulder that I need to blow up. Should be over here. Okay. Now that we've actually found the thing that we're supposed to blow up, we will go and do that. As you can see, I do have 3 bomb bags now. I acquired the 3rd one in the previous video. Although I do still need to upgrade the size of said bomb bags, but I don't think I'll ever get around to doing that. Not in this playthrough. Okay, it's a bit dark in here, so guess what I'll be doing? Whipping out that torch again. There you go. Oh, I think there is actually a drop-off here somewhere. Not here, but there is one somewhere. I don't know if it's faster for me to just look at the map design. Let me do that. There is a fast route and a not so fast route. So I will try to... Hold on, if I can find it. Here we go. There's a screenshot of the map. So if I can follow it, that would be great. It's really low resolution though. Do I start? Yeah. Well, I can see that we want to go this way. At least to start with. I will keep bombs and my lantern on hand. Hopefully I don't run out of oil during this process. That's what I'm going to hope and pray. See that sudden change of natural lighting? Like, how am I supposed to work with that? Do you guys understand what I mean? Like, it went from really bright to almost no light at all. Like, what would you have me do? Universe? It's very hard to manage. It's not as bad here because I'm in a dark environment in-game, but seriously. It's problematic. Oh, hello, you're going to give me oil, which is very helpful. Scoop the damn stuff. It's yellow chew jelly, but it works as oil for our lanterns, so it's pretty good. I'll scoop up another one, just for good measure. I don't want to be running out of lantern oil in this place. Now I really don't have to worry about lantern oil at all, so... Isn't that just fortunate? We do not... What? Oh, we want to go this way, okay. Very good. I can see you. You're not going to trick me. But yeah, because it is so dark in here, you do want your lantern in effect the whole time. Which does definitely deplete your oil quickly. Well, maybe not quickly, but it's just not good for your lantern oil consumption for obvious reasons. So, yeah, hello, and goodbye. The closest thing to a finishing move that Wolflink will ever do. Alright. Now I believe it's north from here. It is actually helpful to look at the map. It's just when you follow the map, you think you're going to get to where you want to go faster than you actually will, because there are actually 2 levels to this cave. You have to go uphill, and as I understand it, intersects with the lower level on the map itself. It's kind of annoying, but oh, out of lantern oil. We'll check it out. That will fill it up completely. And our lantern is back in business. Hello, I really am not in need of you right now. And your aggressive behaviour. I'm outside of your range, so I'd be closing that eye if I were you, but you would never think to do that now, would you? Can this be moved? No. At least, I don't believe so. It's not a big deal. I do believe that we want to go in this direction. I'm assuming so. It's quite a long journey to eventually get a heart piece. We'll be able to get 4 heart pieces before we enter the dungeon, and we should be able to get 2 in the dungeon itself. That's what I'm expecting. I believe that the process of, using the lantern as an item, like where you swing it in front of you by pressing X, in my case X because that's what it's equipped to, I believe that action depletes your oil. Like, that particular action will result in the depletion of oil. That is outside of just the passive use of the lantern. I don't really need more oil than that. Our only option is to go... oh, no, it's not. Do we want to go north, or what do we want to do? That should not have taken us anywhere. No, see? Had I checked the map, I wouldn't have blown this up in the first place. Just some enemies to kill and a little bit of rupees, but I'm not in need of those. I would much rather just get to my destination faster. That would be my preference. Don't do that. Really. Okay. Oh, I see. It goes down a level. Thought it went up a level. That's fine. It really doesn't matter. It would make sense, though, if you're going into a cave that it would go down rather than up. Thank you, Doomer. So from here... yeah, we want to go up, and then... wait. No. We want to go this way. Don't do that. But yeah, if for some reason you wanted to be a hero, and go through here without collecting any yellow chew jelly at all, I think you'd be in for a rough ride. Or at the very least a dark ride. Which maybe would be more enjoyable to some. But not for me. Not at all. Not interested in that. I think north from here, right? Yes, that is absolutely where we want to go. I'm sure you're starting to appreciate how annoying it is to only be able to equip 2 items at once. Again, I've got no idea what they were thinking with that. It makes no sense. They didn't do it for Wind Waker, so why do they do it for this game? Not sure. They had actions bound to the D-pad, so why couldn't Midna be on up or down on the D-pad? You've got up to access the menu. Down also accesses the menu. So they've got up and down to perform the same action, so why isn't Midna on down, for fuck's sake? That would make a whole lot more sense. I don't know. I do not know what they were thinking. I will admit that using items with the Z button is not as comfortable as the other buttons, but I would still prefer the option. You know, I would just equip the item that I'm least likely to need to Z, but then I'd be able to use it when I needed it, without having to actually manually equip it. So, yeah, I don't really know what they were thinking there. I'm just going to assume that it was outside of their control, or something. I can't really assume anything else. I'm not going to assume that they were dumb, because they made this game. The people who made this game were smart enough not to do that for stylistic reasons. Because, I mean, I can agree that it would look better there than on the D-pad. It's nicer to have her head there. There's space for her head there. So it makes sense for it to be there, but still, no. Actually, R is free. Pressing R does nothing, so they could have had it on R. You know what I mean? Like, L is for L targeting, but there's nothing attached to R at all. So, why isn't Midna on R? Maybe I should stop trying to make sense of their bizarre design decisions. I think that would be the best way to go about it. Okay, this should be... Oops. This should be a rock that I can explode, right? Yes. I do believe so. Get out of here. Oh, what? Must have misunderstood the map that I was looking at. It's fine, we'll work it out. I think maybe I go... No, I don't go up, do I? Oh, I think I understand what's confusing here. It looks like I'm going to return. Like, if I go down here, it looks like I'm going to return to where I had previously been, but it's not true, because that was a dead end down there, so... I'm actually at a different level now, and I want to go this way. See? It actually cuts in front of that, but doesn't connect with it. I don't know if you're looking at the minimap and understanding what I'm saying, but... yeah. What I mean to say overall is that there's no real issue. I've got it all figured out. But I, again, think you can appreciate that this is a long process, and... you'd better want that heart piece if you're spending this much time trying to get it. But yes, we want to go down. This is another case where it looks like it's going to actually enter a path we've previously gone through, but again, we are at a different level. Just going to go underneath that. And I should have enough oil. Please don't knock me down. Please don't. Stop it. Oh, he was so close to being knocked down. I don't know what was blue that I just stared inside of, but there was something. Alright, we do not want to walk into that light. It's very important that we don't do that. Because that will send us out of here. We don't want to leave here without a heart piece. There might be another direction for us to go that we haven't yet been if this does not give us access to a heart piece. No, it could be the fact that we need to light both of these. This should give us the heart piece. And once we've picked that up, we might have missed some rubies in here, but I don't care. I want to do this faster. Once we've picked up this heart piece, then we can leave. There you go. God, that took a while. Let's get out of here. I like how it doesn't even show him levitating out like it did in Wind Waker. He just sort of stands there and then it fades to black. Maybe it's too unrealistic for him to just be fucking floating out. Well, I guess it worked in a more cartoonish scenario. Okay, so now we're going to go to the places that require the spinner. I know where one of them is, I'm just wondering if the other one is near to or close by to that one. We're going to find out. So, north of the Great Bridge of Hylia is that one, north of the Bridge of Eldon. Bridge of Hylia. Which one is that? Bridge of Hylia. Might be one of these bridges. Oh, north of Castletown? That must be the Bridge of Hylia. I don't know. Well, this is the one that I'm not sure about, so we'll start with this one. I know where the other one is. Oh, okay, I'll warp to this one. The warp point is called Castletown, but I'm not actually warping to Castletown. It's kind of close there, or close to there. But it's not Castletown. That's for damn sure. Okay. We will remain in wolf form to get to where we want to go nice and quickly. I have to assume that this is the Bridge of Hylia over here. Not like right here, but in this direction is what I mean to say. You'll know what I'm talking about if you don't know what I'm talking about. But you'll have to live with not knowing for another 10 seconds or so. Now there's a golden bug over there, which I don't think we've picked up yet, so I will go and pick that up once I've taken care of this fella. Jesus, you've got some range. There you go. Good night. So that golden bug... I don't know if some golden bugs only appear at night, but... what I can say is that they are obviously more visible during the night. What are you? You're a male something or other. Stag beetle. Well, oh, fucking hell. It's a bit of an action shot, isn't it? Get out of here. Well, don't tell me... oh no, never mind. Thought you were one of those things that can be attacked multiple times and doesn't die. Bloody creatures are just awful, aren't they? You even drop arrows for me to shoot you with, which is awfully nice of you, but... I don't know. So, where in relation to the bridge are these tracks supposed to be? Maybe over there. Oh wait. Yeah, they might be over here. I think... they're over here. We need bombs and the spinner. I have a bit of a feeling, a bit of a tingling sensation in my rectum that tells me that the spinner track is hiding here somewhere. I could always be wrong. In fact, I think I am. Fuck. Well, I do think it's around here somewhere. You are an asshole. Well, I may as well blow up those rocks and see where it takes me. It'll take me somewhere. Seeing as though I'm feeling a little bit low effort right now, I'll use one of those bugs. Yeah, look at that. See, I don't know if this is leading to a cave or this is a cave entranceway to another area. Zora's domain. Takes me straight to Zora's domain. I remember this. Okay, well that's lovely, but I don't really want to go there yet. I will be heading this way to get myself set up for the next dungeon. Well, I should more specifically say that there's some story-related stuff to take care of before we actually reach the next dungeon, and it is in that general area. But we shan't take care of it now. It will be dealt with later. I'm seriously unsure as to where these spinner tracks are. It's supposedly near this bridge. Now I realise that I haven't actually gone really close to the bridge yet. But I guess I could try that. I don't know. See, this is not looking hopeful. Maybe over here? This is assuming I'm even in the right place, really. Bridge of Hylia. Oh, don't tell me it's... I mean, that's a pretty small bridge, isn't it, to be called the Bridge of Hylia? What if it's the one over Lake Hylia? That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Okay, let's try that one. It would be faster at this point to warp to this and then go south from there to Lake Hylia. So the Bridge of Hylia is probably the one going over Lake Hylia. That would make more sense. Whatever. I can't be right all the time, can I? Doomlink makes mistakes. Of course, my memories of this game are never all that clear. So it's not something to be too surprised about. Alright, let's be on the lookout for a spinner track, shall we? Knowing that this is the bridge that we need to go to, assuming more like, I still don't really know if there's a spinner track in this general area. Unless it's over here. North of the bridge, I was told, actually, so maybe it is here. This is for us to access much later, by the way. Actually, it's only 2 dungeons away, including the next one that we go to. It's not too far down the track. That rock, I believe, is one that requires the dungeon item from the next dungeon to break. I'm pretty sure that I'm correct about that. Okay, so between the Great... what the fuck? Between the Great Bridge of Hylia and the area north of Castle Town. You know what? There is literally a screenshot of it, so I can just check this guy's map position. It's apparently in this corridor over here. Okay. Now it is technically between the Great Bridge of Hylia and maybe Castle Town, but not really. I wouldn't say that it is. I think that's actually really confusing. I think that is unclear. I think that is a bad description, Zelda Dungeon. Not the first time that you've given me an absolutely horrendous description, but... yeah, I guess the description isn't all that important in the end. There's the track. That's what we're looking for. So, it would definitely help if I were to actually look at the screenshot that had been provided, but... you know, I just assumed that the description would be descriptive. But it wasn't. That's the point. Is this fun or is this fun? Alright, whoa. No, stop it. Go on there. No, no, not that way, you asshole. You want to go this way. Up you go. Look at this. Is this not the most fun that you've ever had in your damn life? Okay. That did not work for grip. Why are you so pursuant? Can you stop that? I didn't even have time to pick up whatever you have to drop for me. I'm busy. Oh, don't go that way. I love how fast that you go on these tracks, though. It's almost too much to handle. They sort of trick you a little bit with these tracks. The ones that I was initially jumping back and forth from did not actually require any input on the controller. But then as we went further along, it did require us to actually jump from one place to the next. Okay, so there's that piece of heart. That's a pretty fun piece of heart to pick up, isn't it? I'll go and warp to where I know the next one to be, which is north of the Bridge of Eldon. I don't actually know exactly where it is, but I'll be able to find it. Unlike this one, which served to confuse me based on that terrible description I was given by Zelda Dungeon. To say that's north of Castle Town is quite frankly downright misleading. It is technically north of it, but it is heavily northwest of it. Now, if they just said northwest, I wouldn't have been confused. But I'm thinking, that's why I went where I went, because technically it's north of both of them. I guess they said between the bridge and the north, like, it's just a bad way to describe it. I don't like it. That's what I'm deciding. It's not good enough. Not for me, anyway. I think we want to go over here. I could be wrong. I just remember there being a track somewhere. Did I just go back? Yeah. Just went back the way I came. Well, I know that there's a track here somewhere, and we're going to take it when we find it. That's all I can tell you at this stage. There it is. I can't quite see where I'm going, but I think this is a simpler one. Yes. And from here, I guess we drop down or something? Or do we not? What the hell? Oh, I see. We need to be in wolf form and we need to dig in this patch of grass. I thought it would be more fun to do that than use our sense to do it. Alright, I'm actually going to drop a bomb here. If this guy could detonate it, it would work really well. Don't think he's detonated it. Now that bomb should get them both, right? Yes, it did. Alright. Our heart piece should be somewhere here. Oh, I see. It doesn't appear until we've killed the enemies. So you're not going to be able to grab the heart piece and run. Combat is required. Isn't it good to see that Link is tall and physically capable? He's a dependable young man. Unlike child Link from Ocarina of Time. He was bloody useless. Okay. After that riveting experience... Actually, isn't there one more that I still need to get? No, those were the There was one more, wasn't there? I seem to recall that there was 4 that I was going to get before the dungeon. Yes, Hennes fishing hole. Okay. So that would be this one here, Upper Zora's River. This was the warp point that we needed to speak to that woman in order to unlock, which had confused me a little bit at the time. Alright. So Hennes Fishing Hole, which we haven't actually, well, we have entered Hennes Fishing Hole, but we haven't done any of the minigame yet. Side quest minigame, I don't know what you want to call it. It's more of a minigame, honestly. But I'm just going to go by myself, it's cheaper. If you take her with you, I'm sure she is helpful, but I will just go on a boat by myself, get a heart piece, and get out of there. Link's eyes are bulging in his head. I don't know if it's that amazing. Hi there. Hey, you've never been here before, have you? Well, of course not. You don't walk into a familiar place with your eyes literally about to pop out of your fucking head. Well, I'm the owner of this fishing hole. My name's Hennes. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you as well. It's 20 rupees to try some lure fishing. There's no time limit, and the canoe rental's included. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that. Well, seeing how this is your first time and all, I'll throw in the guide service for free. Let's get fishing. Well, see, I feel bad when I take her with me because I leave so soon. When I'm just here to get the heart piece. Anyway. The heart piece is really conspicuous, and it's also quite easy to get. Just line yourself up with it, and then you'll get it right away. You don't even have to reel it in. Link's face right now, he is just about ready to pass out from sheer wonderment. I mean, look at him. He actually cannot believe his eyes. Anyway. Can I help with I want to call it quits. I really want to quit. I'm not here to fish, I was just here to take that heart piece. All done? It does happen, and I'm sorry for not fishing anything out. I don't know why I feel bad. Anyway. Now that we've got that heart piece, I think we should be good to go and make our way to the next dungeon. I don't know if there's another one that we can get. I could have a quick look to see if there's one that I haven't obviously picked up that isn't too hard to get. Looks like there's one in Death Mountain that we... Yes, I remember it, actually. Let's go and get that. We may as well get another heart container before we start the next dungeon. Can we warp here? Yes, we can. So, the one in Death Mountain, we actually want to go to the Kakariko warp point for it. I remember it quite well. But I had forgotten it until I was reminded of it by looking at the list of heart piece locations. The point is that I've been reminded of it, so now I don't have to rely on the description given to me in Zelda Dungeon to be able to find it. Or at least I shouldn't need to rely on that. I say that because you never know. I might get confused and then go and refer to it. And someone's going to be like, oh, I thought you didn't need it, do you? Well, you see, that's what I thought. I don't know if this Goron is trying to compete with Marlowe or what, but... Quite frankly, I'm more of the mind to serve the Goron. Come to think of it, I only need to give Marlowe 200 rupees to get him to set up shop in Hyrule Castle Town. Hello? I did not intend to read this sign. Apparently there's a famed natural hot spring in there. I don't think I want to stay, so I won't. But I will go and give these guys some more money, so that they can start a business. I'm just throwing capital down. Hello. Thanks to all Not thanks to all, thanks to me. Thanks to me. I financed it. Would not have been possible without me. The bridge is built, the trade route is secure, and we saved money for the economic development of Castletown. But in order to reach our Castletown development goal, we still need 200 rupees. Please help us bring relief to the people of Castletown who are suffering under the weight of an inflated cost of living, brother. Now, how many of them are going to appreciate my contribution here? I'd say a total of 0 individuals will give a damn that I've just basically laid down my life savings for their benefit. Glorious day. We achieved our goal, brother. All you can do is look surprised. Not even a tiny shred of gratitude from you. Today marks that, or the day that another legendary establishment is born. You should travel to Castletown later. Thank you for your cooperation. Yeah, no problem. I'm doing all this for one reason and one reason only, and that is to purchase the magic armor, although I probably won't end up using it at all. Really. The magic armor, while it looks really good, is just never something that I find the occasion to use. Yeah, so when you put on the magic armor, it drains your rupees as you use it. I don't know if the amount of rupees that you have actually affects the defense value of the armor. It might. But it might not. I don't completely remember. Hey, Eduardo. But yeah, the point of the matter is that it's not really something that I want to use. Even if I've got 1,000 rupees, it feels like a waste. And 1,000 is the most you can carry in this game, unless you're playing the HD version, and you've picked up the really big wallet, which is only from the Wolf Link amiibo. Hello. I do want to go up. So the way this works is you actually point yourself in this direction, and you'll fly just high enough to grab onto this. And we have a Poe and a heart piece up here, which is lovely. We must be very close to 20 Poes now. Or Poe souls, whatever you want to say. Stop it! I understand that your single goal in life, or unlife, whatever you want, is to annoy the hell out of me. That much is clear. But I'm going to have to ask you to desist. In fact, you will, because you're now dead. I've got 21 fucking Poe souls, holy shit. That's right, I fought a number of Poes in that cave, didn't I? So there you go. We have something else to take care of before making our way to the next dungeon. And that is indeed to go and speak to Giovanni, who should give us something. I don't remember what, but he'll give us something. I don't remember exactly where the chest is, but it is around here somewhere. I think it's in here. There it is. Oh, Wolf Link. One day you will learn to open chests all on your own, like a big wolf. This works well in the end, because I'm going to be making my way to Castletown regardless. Well, no, not really. I wasn't going to go out of my way to visit Castletown just to see the establishment that we just financed. But that's something else for us to check out while we're there, because really the priority at this stage is to visit Giovanni. I don't know if we can access it, and by it I mean Giovanni's house. I don't know if we can... Yes, I think we can dig into the house of the wolf. Basically, we can't visit Giovanni except in wolf form. Greetings, Mr. Link. I've come to deliver a letter. It's a letter from Marlow Mart. Here we go. You can cut the creepy humming. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail. Very good. I wasn't trying to skip it, although I would love to. It's just because I know that I can't that I don't bother. Oh, what is this? Heroes come together. Marlow Mart, the hero of discounts, is finally opening Castletown. We've got all you need for that upcoming trip. and we offer it at unbelievable prices. Grand opening special, magic armor, limit 1, act fast heroes, yeah, radio. I do apologize for the lack of lighting, by the way. I'll try to at least make some change to my chroma key. Yeah, so that makes it somewhat passable. Yeah, that'll be fine. I will be keeping an eye on the situation, though. I don't want to make the chroma key so strict that it cuts into me when the light starts to shine brightly. Is this the guy that I donate to? He's got a very weird head. For the sake of peace in Hyrule, I will actually not give you money. I will wait until I have... You know, I'll donate to him in, like, groups of 500, just so that I can more easily keep track of the amount of money that I've given him. I may not even give him enough money to get a heart piece. It's a lot of money just to get a heart piece, quite frankly. Marlow Mart, I think, is here. There it is. You can tell because Marlow's ugly face is everywhere. Now, this is going to be really gross and creepy, so just be ready for this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're handing out some sort of drug paraphernalia at the door or what, but I'm especially concerned about this photograph of Marlow. But yes, this is where the song is from. You'll buy it now if you're smart at Marlow Mart. That must be very uncomfortable to have that thing spinning on your head. That looks heavy. It looks like it's made of solid brass. Welcome, welcome. Grand opening sale going on now at Castletown, Marlow Mart. 20% off, 30% off, of course, why not? We look out for you. The hero of discounts, that is us, Marlow Mart. Buy it now if you're smart. And then he does that fucking backwards maneuver, as if anyone wants to see that. So the magic armor is 598 rupees. We cannot actually afford that at this stage. I wasn't expecting to be able to, but I like the look of it. It's sort of got that, I don't know, Arabic look to it, I suppose. Well, that was truly exciting, but the excitement must come to an end eventually. Alright. I will transform into a wolf here, because I believe that I can do so without being at risk of being seen by anyone. These cats are actually quite nice. Mr. Gengle can't come out today either. Apparently his master is more important than I am. Okay. I hear voices coming from Giovanni's room, but I wonder if there's something keeping him in there. We normally hold our meetings in the open space in front of Giovanni's house, but I don't see why, if Boss Gengle isn't coming anyway. We can't have the meeting in front of my house. Oh. I didn't read that quite right, but... Yeah. The cats know that I don't mean them harm, but regrettably, the humans of Castletown will scream and run if they see me in wolf form. Hello. So we should be able to rescue Gengle, I think, in doing this. Yeah, see how Gengle's no longer attached to his head? You did it, I can move again. This is all thanks to you, right? Oh, I have to thank you. Will this do? And I think that is a bottle. So we now have 4 bottles, which is nice. I was about to say lovely, but said nice and ended up saying lice. That is not lice. Lice are gross. I hear you can get this from stuff in the cave on the western edge of the Gerudo Desert too. But my body is still golden. Does this mean my soul is still not whole? That's strange. Maybe we need the souls of 60 ghosts. I love how he's just got this number in his head it's flashed into his mind. Hello, Gengle. Say, you're the one who fixed my master up, right? I owe you. My name's Gengle. I'm the leader of the cats outside. Well, well, now that I can move, maybe I should go outside and breathe some fresh air. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yes. Cats are all excited. I don't know if Gengul's here now, and or maybe they do have something to say about it. It's the first time in your town, or in this town. I'm looking for someone named Louise. She's supposed to know this town well. Where's the bar? Apparently, if you can speak to cats, they will ask questions like, where's the bar? Which is good to know. I guess some things don't change across species. What are we doing now? I think we might be able to give Agatha one of our bugs. Do we just have one bug to give her? We do. Well, I knew that we had a bug, but I just wasn't sure if it was 1 or 2 or 10. I think of those 3 options, it's quite clear which is the most likely. Your stalker is still here, by the way, just in case you needed an update on that. I should look at him through the window. Hey, how you going? Yeah. You're trying to get a glimpse at her, but you're gonna have to get a bit of a glimpse of my ugly mug, if you want to keep that up. As I've said before, every time I enter this building, and he would know, she moans loudly. And you'll know what I mean in a second. So, really, you just put 2 and 2 together, don't you? I'm sure she's rather quiet when I'm not here, but every time I enter, I'm sure you can hear that going on, so... Why he's still trying to get glimpses through the window, I don't know. You think he would have backed off by now. Oh boy, who's your friend? You're a little male stag beetle, aren't you, little cutie? Little stag beetle, your spiky pincers are so sharp they must feel so good. Yeah. Followed by an innocent giggle, right. Thank you for the purple rupee. Sorry, I haven't found a partner for you yet, but, you know. Maybe you don't need, you're too young to witness the mating of insects. Maybe when you're older. Anyway. Should I give the Star Game a try? No, I've already acquired the Quiver upgrade from the Star Game. That has been done. I don't need to do that now. What I will do, seeing as though I'm already here, is I will go to Telma's bar just to... It may be necessary to do that. I might not just be able to make my way to Snow Peak and get that started. Might be able to. But seeing as though I'm here, I will do things in the appropriate way. Through the door we go. So we are an hour and 3 minutes in, haven't actually started making our way to the dungeon at all. We are only now doing that. Yes, Ashe is at the mountain and all that business, and we can check the map here, and that will tell us where she is. There is the marker. Ashe mentioned Snow Peak Mountain and headed off. Yes, indeed. So we're gonna go and find her. That we shall. But yeah, it's good that we managed to get a bottle out of that. I'm actually really quite impressed with that. We're going to go south here because that'll be the fastest way to get out of here. Out of this general area, that is to say. I want to warp at my earliest convenience. Do I have a golden wolf that I still haven't visited? I'm pretty sure that I do have a golden wolf that I haven't visited. I haven't seen the one that's here yet, have I? Or have I? Wasn't there one that was here that I was supposed to visit? Maybe I did visit it. Yes, I did. That's right. Oh. Is there a Howling Stone in Gerudo Desert that I missed? I just feel like there would be another one somewhere. Another golden wolf. Just looking to see if there's a golden marker anywhere. No, it doesn't seem like there's a wolf awaiting my arrival or anything, so... yeah. Weird. I just feel like haven't seen that guy in ages. So here we are at Zora's domain. We're going to head down from here. In human form, though. We'll just leave this area to transform. There was a lovely close-up shot there. Very cinematic. Now, what I seem to always do here is jump too far. And I hate that. Let's see how far we go. Come on. Oh, no! See, I almost made it. I almost didn't drop too far, but that's alright. I can live with that. Actually, no, I think excuse me, I'm supposed to go through here. Not up there. This is good. This is where I wanted to be after all. Strange as that is. Good day, Ashe. She's looking a bit creepy with that, but quite frankly, if I had to either wear that or not, while standing out here, I think I'd wear the creepy thing, because it looks very cold. Speaking of the creepy thing, I don't know if it's creepier when you've got that thing on or off. To be completely frank. What brings you to a dangerous place like this? Ever since Zora's domain got covered in ice, this mountain's been much colder than usual, yeah? Well, I'm not familiar with this mountain, so I couldn't tell you. Not only that, but I heard a really weird story from the Zoras. Apparently the beast that lives somewhere on this mountain has been seen frequently in Zora's domain. I was curious, so I came and waited, and as they said it, or as they'd said, a giant appeared. Yeah, it looked like this. Okay. Oh, okay. Apparently this thing's been stealing red fish from the village. I want to investigate further, but I can't see the path through this blizzard yet. Yeah, good on you. So I don't know if it's required, but I will do this. I will show this to various Zora in the area. I'm sure she could have done this herself, but for some reason I am her errand boy. I will do as she requests. Hello. How do you feel about this? The red fish it's holding, that's a Reek Fish. Ah, so the beast has been showing itself because it's been catching Reek Fish. We didn't think that anyone besides Prince Rallis was capable of catching this type of fish. What does that mean? What do you have to say about it? Well, I know where he is, so... I don't think... Yeah, so to learn the Reek Fish scent, I need to catch a Reek Fish. So I will do that. I need to first speak to Prince Rallis. Who I believe is at the graveyard. Okay. Well, I'll try to secrete myself behind this. And maybe that will be good enough for you. Still not good enough, huh? Still not fucking good enough. I mean, really. I don't really care if they see me or not. Oh, Midna. I adore you, but I'm pissed off at this moment. Okay. Let's go this way. This is working a little bit better for us. So, Kakariko Graveyard. That is our next destination. Okay. We will not take wolf form, because I don't want to scare anyone. These are my friends. I seek not to frighten any of them. Don't do that. Topping up the old beer with a new one, actually. Not a different one, but technically a different bottle, but same beer, obviously. Very good. Okay. Fairly sizable head, but not too large either. This Poe I think we've killed. Look, I don't even care about Poes anymore, to be honest. I've already picked up the one that gives me the bottles, so I am content. Alright, so there is Prince Rallis. He is by the grave of his mother. For fairly good reason. Is your name Link? I like how I haven't even, spoken to this kid yet. My mother came to me in a dream. She showed me your image. She spoke of a youth who would save our domain and steer my fate. One named Link. I must thank you for all you've done. If there is anything I can ever do for you, please tell me. Please. I have so little confidence. What can I do? I could not even carry out one simple task for my mother. I am so unlike her. I doubt I am even qualified to rule. Give this a gander, mate. Stick this in your face. The Beast Man of the Snowy Mountain, perhaps? But more important is this red fish it's holding. It must be a Reek Fish. That is a rare specimen found only in the Zora village. It feeds on a valuable type of coral, and without that bait, even our best fishers cannot catch one. Look closely, Link. My earring is made out of this coral. I would like to give it to you. There you go. Basically, it works as a fishing hook. I received it from my mother, but it's fine, I no longer need it. As I look at you, I get a sense of what my mother wanted, what I should be doing now. I'll return to my village. The Reek Fish can be found near the Mother and Child rocks in the waterfall basin near my village. The fish are red. Really? Bob has got what sounds like a floor sander. Sounds like a floor sander. I'm always trying to pick out the sound of whatever power tool Bob is using at any given time. Fucking asshole. Alright. I will not warp out of here, but I should be able to warp just fine once I get out into the graveyard. I do believe that will work. Alrighty. Now that we've got that earring, we can return to where we just were. Annoyingly, we have to drop back down again. There is no warp point straight to where we want to go. But a bit of patience will take us a great distance, both in life and in this game. Right. I will remain in wolf form. As far as where we want to go, just over here is... Aha, there's a golden bug. I'm gonna go and grab that. I don't think it's one that we've picked up before. I say that I don't think because I almost feel like I've been here before. Male dragonfly, is that our first pair? Oh my god, it's our first pair. Very nice. Agatha is going to be absolutely bubbling over with excitement. Oh my god, why do I even bother? There we go. We're not really in need of these post souls anymore, but... whatever. So down here, I believe, is where we need to try to catch the Reek Fish. I think these are the Mother and Child rocks, just here. So, we'll go and get the fishing rod. This is now fishing rod plus earring. Got a bit of an upgrade to the fishing rod now. I think you just saw a glimpse of a red fish there. We should be able to capture it, or catch it immediately. Okay. Fish on. And check it out. We got a Reek Fish. That's a Reek Fish, 26 inches. This sacred fish is only found near the Zora village. It reeks. Alright, so you can see that it's creating a scent, which makes no sense. Get it? Because we shouldn't be able to see that as human Link, unless the powers of Wolf Link somehow pass to regular Link, I don't know. But now that we've got the Reek Fish scent learned, we can follow that scent. And this is what we require to actually reach the next dungeon. Because the dungeon is in an area that we can get lost in. Hello, what do you have to say? Oh, well, you had something to say, but no, really. No. I'm not interested, thank you. Not in that. But yeah, the point is that we would get lost in the blizzard if we didn't have this scent learned. So I can show you the area, because the reality is that we don't see much of this area as we traverse it, for the reason that we usually do so with our sense, like that. And you can see that you're almost tunnel visioned, you can't see much of what's around you, so I feel like when I make my way through here, I don't really know much about the surrounding area. But this is sort of your Lost Woods equivalent. Not really, it's not quite right. Your Lost Woods equivalent in this game would be, you know, the Sacred Grove, but still. My meaning is that you get lost unless you go in a specific direction, so... Yeah, see, there's not much to even see here. It's very, very white, and there's low visibility and all that business. So. These white wolves here, I'm not too worried about. I think there's a Poe there, so you can very easily go past this Poe if you're really on task. See, there's another Poe over in the distance there. I don't know if you can see it. Come on, get the fucking thing. What the hell is wrong with you, man? I can't believe what I just saw. Anyway, the point is that it's easy to miss this Poe if you're really focused on where you're going. That is the point. Okay. Fuck off. There's another Poe over... Well, can't see it anymore. We were able to see it in the distance before, but now we cannot. We want to go up here to continue following the scent. I'm getting more Poes even though I don't want them or need them. I cannot help myself, I suppose. Alright. Of course, because we are in Wolf Link form, we are... Oh, we do need to smash them. I think we might be safe now because you can see we're out of the blizzard. This is a lot more picturesque. But the funny thing is we've been out of the blizzard for a while. You can see that down there it's just fine. It's just you can't really tell the difference between there being a blizzard and not being one because... I don't know. You're using your sense. I think there's a howling stone. I thought I could hear one. It was starting to bother me. I was thinking, fuck, I hope I'm not going to go past it. I won't be. That's an annoying one. Oops. I think I messed that up just a little bit. All good, Eduardo. Think I got it. Yeah. But yes, it's fine. Enjoy your respite. I don't like this song at all. There's something about it, it's just bad. It's like a fucking siren. I'm sick of listening to this howling business. See. I understand that it's slightly more tuneful than that, but still. Not by a significant margin. Let teachings, yes, I know all about it. Okay. Snow Peak. So that's in the graveyard, right? Yeah. Kakariko Graveyard. That is where our next wolf shall be. And if we really wanted to, we could go there right now, but I don't really want to. So I'm not gonna. Get me out of here. I think we did miss a Poe, but I don't care. Couldn't give a damn. I think there is one in here. I seem to recall that in my Let's Play... Yeah, in my Let's Play that I did between 2015 and 2016, I had lost an incredible amount of progress. I did what would have been a full recording of a livestream playthrough in this series, but in Let's Play form, which means I did a really long recording that would have been split into 20-minute segments. But I didn't end up saving after one of those recordings, so I remember I ended up back here. And I remember that what I had done in that time was I'd gone from here to the next dungeon, completed that dungeon, and also made my way to the next dungeon. But didn't save, and I was pissed off. I was really unimpressed with that. That was a bad time. But you know, I was dedicated, and I did it all again. It wasn't the end of the world, but it was definitely very frustrating. I got all of it on camera, it's just that... Like, it's not like I lost the recording, that's the thing. I just had to do everything again off camera to get back to where I was. Get back to what I had previously recorded. It was definitely an annoyance. Losing the recording is worse because if you've saved and you've lost the recording, what do? Like, that's when it's over. That's when you actually can't really progress without starting the game all over again. It's really bad in that situation. Alright. So if we head in this direction, we will see that the giant, the beast, from Snow Peak... Oh well. You were able to see him in the distance, but still. We have a warp point to make. And do you know what I'll do? Before I actually go and meet the man... Oh, fuck. I will kill both of you if I can. Or all three of you even, that would be lovely. But yeah, once I have this warp point established, I will go and get another sword skill. Sorry, guy. I'm assuming I'll be allowed to warp out of here. I think so. Yeah. So, you can see that warp point is there. And funnily enough, we took quite some time to get to this point, so... Look at all the distance we need to travel to get to there. Well, it's not actually going to take all that long for a number of reasons. But yes, we're going to go and warp to the graveyard, because I would like to get another sword skill before we start the next dungeon. I don't know what it will be. What have we yet to learn? I guess it could be the draw slash? There's the draw slash, and I think there's one more. I'm assuming this will be the draw slash. I think the guy's very dramatic about it. He says something like, if you do this wrong, your life will be forfeit. Like, okay. Take it easy, man. It's situational. My life is not forfeit if I fail to do it in every scenario. My life would be forfeit if it involved me putting the sword down my throat, and I had failed to do that in the right way. You know, then my life would be forfeit, because regardless of the situation, doing that wrong would mean that I'd slice my throat open. That is not the nature of this sword skill. So, it's literally just, you know, I take this sword out. That's, you unsheath it on a monster. That is basically the sword skill. But anyway. As far as it being situational, the situation where it would be life-threatening is where you're waiting for the prompt to appear, and you fail to press the button that appears on the screen before being hit by the monster. But that's just getting hit, as opposed to dying immediately. We meet again. At last the skills I have to teach you have entered the realm of true secrecy. They are forgotten ways that do not leave our bloodline. Well, I didn't realize that the other ones had left the bloodline, so I guess now we're getting into the real stuff, the serious business. Do you feel ready to learn these skills? Somewhat. Okay, I need to show him Helm Splitter. There you go, and then we need to attack him again. Now I am capable of performing your lost art, the mortal draw. Let it be hewn into your mind. Yes, I will allow it to be hewn into my mind. The ways of the sword, here we go. The ways of the sword are known to many creatures, and some have strengthened their guards against shield attacks and backslices. Should you encounter such a foe, the mortal draw that I'm about to teach you is the most effective. You must sheathe your sword and cast aside the most basic of sword skills, the L target. You must wait until your foe is upon you, then, before the enemy can see through your ruse, you must quickly draw your blade with A. I don't like the fact that you've just threatened me with a blade, and I'm going to have to ask you to drop that before this turns into an actual confrontation. Sword on sword. There is no defense for this. The mortal draw deals death. Very well, now try it. He hasn't said that my life will be forfeit yet, but there you go. Notice how he's not dead? It's because he's already dead, huh? That was a pointed strike. But do not forget that this technique leaves your life at risk. Oh, okay. It must be the other skill where our life will be forfeit. This one just puts us at risk. The other one's a bit more, I don't know, mortal than that. Anyway, I remember the phrasing, your life will be forfeit. So dramatic. Okay. It's good to know that my life won't be forfeit just yet. I will actually save, because I feel like I've done a lot. Keeping in mind, the date is wrong. The date is wrong. Just relax. Okay. Now for the dungeon. And what's coming up, by the way, is more fun than anything in Breath of the Wild that could be in any way comparable to what we're about to do. Which is a little bit obscure, but you'll understand what I'm saying soon. These frost case are gonna die. Just thought I'd let you know. I was sort of giving notice of their slaying as well, but I particularly wanted to let you guys know. You know, the fish has fucking survived for a while, if you think about it. This guy got all the way to the top of this mountain, and the fish is still alive. Oh, whoa, I heard ruckus and, just a human. I see humans not often, Why, humans come to snows. You on spiritual journey, you look for true self. No. Yes, I am. You look for long time. That was joke, Yeti's joke too. You look for something else. Tell truth. No. You rude, you look for something else, tell truth. Yes, I am. This guy's difficult to deal with. You look familiar in such faraway parts. Why you not say so before? I don't know why I'm trying to do a voice. It's so half-assed. But that's part of the humor, I think. But you made good climb, and you lucky to meet me. I found shiny mirror piece, same mirror you look for. You come to house and see yourself. I caught fish. I make you hot meal at least. I can't believe the fish is still alive. The thing's basically amphibious at this point. Just needs a pair of legs and it'll be fine. My house far away. We slide there, do like me, come. Okay. I mean, eventually you have to run out of frozen leaves, don't you? He's got good balance, I'll give him that. I guess it is a giant reek fish. It is pretty big if you think about it. Alright, so this up here is a better snowboarding sequence than anything that was in Breath of the Wild. Like, when I saw the snowboarding sequence in Breath of the Wild, I was really excited. I was like, fuck, this will be really fun. Because it was pretty fun in this game, and I was expecting it to be better in Breath of the Wild, obviously, but it wasn't. It was worse. I was thinking, well, I mean, 10 years later you'd do better, wouldn't you? But no, this is better. Look at the speed of it, look at the course. It's just better. Sorry, like, as I said, you'd expect that 10 years later you'd get something a little better, but no. You get something marginally worse. Worse snowboarding and worse Zelda. So says Doomley. Don't smash into that, please. Don't think I want that. I'm taking the shortcut right now just as sort of a form of training, I guess you could say. No, shouldn't have done that. No, fuck. Shouldn't have done that. It's not necessary. Yeah, shouldn't have done that because I'm not doing the minigame for the heart piece. We will need to do that in the future. Well, that's the problem, Arexian. I can't let go of that because Nintendo has no intention of letting go of that, so I can't treat it as anything but a Zelda game. It's called Zelda, it's got Link, it's got Zelda, and Nintendo intended for that to be a Zelda game, so it's Zelda. And I don't like it because it's a Zelda game. If it weren't a Zelda game, it'd be a pretty fun, new, I don't know, RPG from Nintendo. But it's, you know, they've decided to call it Zelda because they're too lazy to come up with a new story and a new idea. I guess it's a new story, but they've gone and shoehorned the same characters in when they didn't need to. I don't know. It's a long conversation. It is technically possible to fuck it up here, and if you do, it's very annoying. Alright. Here we are. Here? What's with this guy? He's got a nice place for a beast man. I wonder what the history of this is. It's obviously a mansion that was owned by someone, and was no doubt abandoned. Yeah, I don't know the history of it, but what I love about this dungeon is that this is the dungeon. It's a house. I think it's really cool. What a great idea. I remember when I first came here, I was like, okay, I wonder where the dungeon is, and then when I realized that this was the dungeon, I was like, whoa, this will be fun. And yeah, it's a house. It's great, like a big mansion. Very nice. We've technically had castles as pseudo-dungeons, but not actual dungeons that take place in a large mansion. I'm mostly talking about Hyrule Castle in, for example, A Link to the Past. Not a true dungeon, really. You got the Posol. Yes, indeed. Okay. I may as well cut you down. I think you're good for drinking, aren't you? Purple chew jelly, look at that. It's not as good as Fairy's Tears, but it's good. I'll take it. Alright, so I don't think we can take the other exit. Or perhaps we can. Don't know why we would want to. Why are we going in this direction? We don't want to go in this direction, yeah? I don't know why it's giving me the option to do so. Well, we can fall down there if we want. Yeah, well, I knew that we weren't supposed to go this way, but I was just wondering why it was giving us access to it. Well, it's a shame that there's no actual established lore behind the Snowflake Ruins house and its possible history. Sorry, I have sickness. Come closer. You have sickness, why would I come closer? You cute little human. Husband told me you come. You want to look at mirror. I mean, why would I trust some random sickness that a fucking yeti creature would have? I don't want your bloody germs. My husband found it, but it pretty thing. But since I get mirror, I get sick, and then bad monsters appear. So many bad things happen since mirror. So we lock bedroom on 3rd floor where it hangs. Wait, I tell you where key is. Fever makes head blurry. It's probably in that room. Okay. So the point is that we're basically pointed in, I guess not repeat the term point. The point is that we are led in different directions through the dungeon, but not immediately to the key. They sort of make it look like we're going to the key, but we're not. We're actually picking up pieces of, I don't know, we're picking up ingredients to make his soup better, which will ultimately be better for us, and it's just a way to progress through the dungeon. It's really interesting. I love what they did with this dungeon. I felt that it was the nicest dungeon of the series. Or at least of the 3D games, I should say. It would be unfair to say of the series. Wife looked bad. She's more of a looker than you. So I make soup for her. Fish from Zora Village are most nutritious. You tired? You have some. It give you energy. His soup is not very good at this stage. I will not actually take any. I will wait until he gets the really good soup. Alright. So at this stage... I don't know which of these we're supposed to press down. I guess it would be this one, wouldn't it? Oh, well, it needs to be held down. Yeah. So that goes there. I do actually have a video for the difficult block puzzle. The one that's a little bit more time consuming and that requires a bit more thought. Just because I don't want to spend time working on it. I want to be done with it nice and quickly. So I'll just follow that step by step when necessary. Oh, that's the door that I came from. Don't know why I was confused by that. Okay. So I don't think we can access this yet, no. We're technically outside right now, which is why the music stopped, I'm pretty sure. I like that. But we're in the mansion walls still. I mean, this is basically a castle. At this stage. It's got like this giant open courtyard and... Anyway. Long story short, big house. These bloody wolves can get out of here. Now, there is a chest that is not so easy to see. Don't open that one. But yeah, there is actually one of these chests that's not immediately obvious. It'll be on the opposite side, I think. It's confused me in the past. That one they sort of make very clear. Like, they make it fairly conspicuous so that you don't have to worry about randomly digging around the place and eventually finding it, but unfortunately it's almost necessary to do that for the other one, so yeah. We'll go through this door. But as long as you remember that there are chests buried under the snow, you should be able to find it. It's just not as clearly marked as that first one. Don't remember what's in this room. Oh, hello. I would very much like it if you didn't freeze me solid like that. Alright. 2 good hits and they're dead. It is necessary for us to kill those ones to get them to actually progress through the room. Okay. I just think they did a great job with this dungeon. It's ambitious as hell. Okay. Don't know if there's anything going on in this room at all. Looks like there isn't. Looks like, oh, silly me. Should have known. I commented on it because it didn't seem right. I was thinking, well, there must be something going on in here, and then I found out that there was. No tricks for Doomling. So this will be our first ingredient for the soup. Link is not very impressed to see a pumpkin from home. He sees pumpkin from home and he's like, oh, well, I don't want to be reminded of home. The guy's got no damn romance. This pumpkin was grown in your hometown of Auden. Auden, there's Auden. What is this? This isn't right. She got the wrong location. Want to go back and try to get her to remember where the key is? Yes. I will go and violently castigate her verbally. And, hopefully get some accurate information out of it. Should be able to just go back this way. We will have to return here later, because what we're going to do is we're going to have the dungeon item, we'll be able to remove the ice from this, and that, and then we're going to need to use these 3 blocks to press down that switch. Alright, let's give him the Auden pumpkin. He's going to physically assault me to take it. What flavor? Pumpkin! You have pumpkin! He doesn't take it from me, he beats me so hard that it flies out of my pocket. Thanks. This is not something to thank me for. Are you going to thank me for my tolerance? You're going to thank me for the fact that I haven't cut you down. Bastard. Alright, what's going on with you? What? Pumpkin? But why there? No good. Where I leave it? Ah, maybe in that room. Go to room marked by symbol. Alright, well. As you wish. Why do you have fucking chain walls covering doors in your house? Or maybe it's... Oh, I can understand the thought process behind it. You know, to protect them from the monsters that have appeared since they brought the mirror. You know, makes sense to me. So, I believe there will be a chest here somewhere. In this area. I'm gonna kill these white wolves because they're annoying. I don't have anything against wolves, it's just these particular ones are very frustrating. Can you get over here? That's it. I've had it. You are unaffected by arrows? What is your problem? I can't believe what I'm seeing. Maybe they like the chain decor. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's it. I've had it. Alright, where is the chest? There is one around here somewhere. Oh god, can you stop that? I hate you. Just because I'm a wolf doesn't mean that I can catch up to you, you know? Look how much health these things have. Seriously, what is that, 4 attacks? 4 jumping attacks to kill these white wolves. And I'm pretty sure I had hit that one with a master sword already. I like how I say a master sword. Oh, just, you know, had a master sword lying around. I happened to acquire a master sword. Just by chance. Okay. So, we are currently on the lookout for a key. I do not know where the chest is. I will try to find it. But there is a chest here with a key. There it is. I don't know how I noticed that there was a disturbance there. I looked ahead and I saw that there's some sort of discoloration in the snow. I don't know, more of a pattern discrepancy than a coloration-based discrepancy, but somehow I was right. I almost want to say that was a fluke. I don't know. That was weird. Anyway, I'll take what I can get. Fuck. So I think we're about to reach the dungeon item already. We only just got here, but I think the dungeon item is soon to be acquired. Now, technically, this is in the same location. We're just sort of going from one side of it to another. So this is accessible here. No. We don't have to worry about, like, sinking in. It's not quicksand, it's just snow. Insert that. And I think, I don't know which way. I guess from this side is fine. I wish the camera could handle that better. Alright. Bomb time. I'll be getting through this dungeon faster than I got through it in the Japanese version, at least. Because I was having some problems with both of those steps. Both acquiring the key and shooting the cannonball out of the cannon. I, for some reason, had forgotten how to actually set the cannon off. I think I remember trying to put my lantern in there to light gunpowder that might be sitting in there or something. I mean, a pretty sensible way to go about it, to try to light something with the torch, but no. I'd forgotten how to do it. Anyway, it's dungeon item time. And it's a fun dungeon item. I think that whole fucking... Yeah, that armor has been destroyed. Well, not destroyed, it's been... It has fallen apart. I can't believe this guy can just swing it perfectly without it hitting the bars on either side. Okay, let's stay away from him. I forgot how to deal with you, actually. Oh, I remember what we're supposed to do. I just saw it before. What we actually want to do is this. I think I've already fucked it up, but... Yeah, so let's go around to the other side. I'm really having trouble with this, in case you haven't noticed. What we want to do... I'd like to hit you. Yeah. That sort of did something to flinch him. But what we really want to do is use this to get past him. As you can see, the target is actually not there to... Oh my god. The target isn't there to be latched onto it all. It's instead there to get you to try and latch onto it. At which point you realise that the ceiling can be claw shot too. Now. Alright, he's dead. And then I think he has a bit of a dramatic death, and then... Yeah, come on, just go for it. Time to die. I've lost a bit of light there. If it looks like the light's not going to come back, I will raise the brightness of my room light. But I will keep it as is just for the moment. And I'm going to have a purple potion after that. See how much that recovers my health. Very good. Look at that, you got the ball and chain, it suddenly shrunk. It suddenly shrunk to this tiny size. And we're about to get another ingredient. But to access it, we need to use our lovely new toy. Oh yes, you can destroy the suits of armor. And sometimes get things from them. Not all the time, though. Poured on goat cheese. Very good. Food again? Yeah, I had a bad feeling about this. She didn't seem very sure of herself. Oh well, let's head back and hope she had some other brilliant idea. Yes, let us hope. But yeah, we're already halfway through the dungeon. We're making good progress. Really, the only part of the dungeon that I don't like is the stupid block puzzle. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like block puzzles, never have, never will, quite frankly. There's still a bit of a dungeon to go through. But now that we're back here... Actually, before I talk to her, I'll go and give this guy another ingredient. This should make this... I think this is the best soup, unless there's something else that it needs. Yeah, good smell, physically assaults me, takes cheese. This should make it better, I think. Little more time on the fire. Here, taste. That's probably fine now. It started off pretty bad, but I think it's actually going to recover a bit of health this time. Oh, it's superb soup now. Okay. So that recovers 8 hearts, which is good. Okay, I'm glad that shrinked is a word that I can use. That's good. I do find that with a lot of words, it's uncommon. So, for example, hanged instead of hung. But it's just one of those things. If anything, I think it's archaic English. I think there was an update made to the English language that involved most words that changed them in that way, but hanged is still used to refer to the style of execution. I think I remember. We put key in nearby room, so no forgetting. How I forget, embarrassing. Yes, very embarrassing. And you've wasted my time to boot. It there, it must be. You look for me. Thank you. I will do so. I'm not here to do your bidding, but if that's your recommendation, then I will follow that. There is still a direction that I haven't gone in yet over here. So I'll go there first. There might be something worthwhile over there. You never know. Oh, actually, isn't there an ice golem up here? I think there is. Yes. I can't get to the top of that ladder yet. That's fine. I know how to destroy that ice golem, it's just we can't do that quite yet. As far as that block is concerned, we can't access that yet either, so we should have really just continued through that door that had previously opened for us, but it's good to make sure of these things. Don't just be led around by the game. Make your own decisions. Well, more like make your own evaluations. Work things out for yourself. Well, let's go and equip this. This is important. I probably won't need the claw shot again. No, we'll keep it, because I don't really have anything else to equip at this stage. Yes, I'll take care of you. Why you turned that far, I couldn't begin to understand. So we actually want to throw this in there to destroy the smaller enemies, because there are actually 2 attacks to this particular item. That's the first attack, that's the second attack. The second attack is to return the ball to you, as demonstrated previously. I don't like your angle of attack, sir. Too wide of an angle, really. Okay, I don't really know why killing them is necessary. I'm not needing to jump in there, so... There you go. Oh, get out of here. So we do need a key. We do also need to bring a cannonball to that cannon. We've seen where we're supposed to take the cannonball from one side of the area to the other, but I don't know. Sometimes you reach a point in the dungeon where you're not sure which way you should go first. The real simple solution is to just make a decision. Just go somewhere. So, what I think I will do is go down first. I feel like I want to know what's in this direction before I go back into the outside area. Can you open the door? I'm standing in front of the door. I realise that there was not an A prompt to open the door, but there should have been one. That is the problem that I have at the moment. That is my contention, that I hope is clear and appreciated at this point. Okay, so let's open this or pull it down, so then, you know, you understand the process. Come to think of it, well, we actually don't need to use the cannon just yet, because what we're shooting with the cannon is not yet visible to us, if that makes sense. We actually need to undertake a separate process to gain access to what we're going to shoot with the cannon. But I'm thinking that if we load the cannon with the ball now, the ball should stay there for as long as it takes for us to shoot the cannon. Which is to say that we can leave this area as much, or we can leave the area and come back, and the ball will still be in the cannon. If it is not still in the cannon, then I'll be a very grumpy young man. Alright. So, let's just hope that the ball stays in there. we've got 2 tasks at the moment to get around to the, well, the thing that I said would remove the obstruction between the cannon and what we want to shoot with the cannon. And we also want to gain access to a key. Not just gain access to, but acquire said key. That would be the idea. I'm actually going to hit it again for a stronger swing. And what's this going to be? Probably not a key, right? No, it's a key. Alright, I'll take it. Fuck. I thought it was going to be a bit harder than that. I'm not going to complain about being given a key so easily. I suppose that was definitely... if you think about it, no. You suddenly decided to be disabled there, Link. You suddenly couldn't use your arms. You could not extend your arms and grab onto that thing. For reasons that I can scarcely imagine. Alright, so that would have been the shortcut to get back to this side. Whatever. Alright. With the key in hand... Actually... we want to do that first. I think this gives us access to a heart piece, am I correct? I think I'm correct. Yes, indeed. This was going to be the last heart piece that we needed to get the last heart container, but I decided to get another heart piece in the meantime. Well, more like between then and now. Because I had access to one. That's how it worked. Nothing too fancy. Hello. We have gained access to another target. This is a bit problematic because this guy will be able to spear us from a distance. He's going to throw it like a fucking javelin. Oh, you're so annoying. We can just mash him, honestly. There's nothing stopping us from doing that. Alright. Actually, I can see some portraits over there. I'd like to look at the portraits and see who's in them. It's not very clear. It could be related to the royal family or something. That's always possible. Oh no. Fucking ice keys. As I understand it, this up here... Oh no. Don't waste my time. Where can I go now? Because where I was just going was not required, so... Where can I go now? That will get me somewhere... Hold on, am I... Yes. I'm in the right place. No, maybe I do need to go that way. We may as well try that again. We got a key just to reach this point, and we... Oh yeah, I see. There's a doorway over there. I think that's a heart piece over there, isn't it? Oh, if it's a heart piece, I'd better go and get it. I must admit. No, no, stop. Oh, for the love of all that is holy and good in this world. Okay. It's rather convenient that the ball and chain just immediately put itself back in Link's pocket or something. It just went in the pocket. No problem at all. Alright. Heart piece, thank you. I'm always happy to see that. Now, here's hoping I can reach it. If I can't, then so be it. And it doesn't matter. I don't fucking care at this point. I do not care. It's not worth being bothered about. It really isn't. But there is indeed a way for us to continue over here. And that is through the door directly opposite this one. I'm glad that asshole with the spear, the frost spear, is not returning. Or respawning, I should say. Both work, but I did actually mean to say respawn, as opposed to return. Come to think of it... No, it doesn't matter. I'll return there when I need to. I was just thinking about how now that I have this ball and chain, I can do that damned block puzzle. But I'll let the dungeon bring me into that direction. If I'm needed to be over there, I will be there. Hello, Poe. I may as well kill you. I'm not really in need of your Poe soul, but I will take it. Mostly because I have a bit of a vengeance that I need to exact. Oh. Okay, managed to get all of them. Now, I think we're about to be taken to the block puzzle. My understanding of it is that the block puzzle will give us the key that we need to access that. So, I think it's block puzzle time, is it? If it is, then so be it. I can live with that. I'm not going to be happy, but I will live with it. Okay, so we can't access that yet. We can push this down. Okay. It is looking like those chains, like that chain wall, will rise when we complete the block puzzle. Very well. Now to follow the guide that I said that I would follow, in the interest of saving time. My hope is that his blocks are in the same starting position as mine. If they are not, then it means that I'm going to have to get my blocks in the same position as his. His blocks are seemingly not in the same starting position, although I could be wrong. His is in the HD version, so his blocks are... Yeah, I've had this problem before. I think I followed his guide last time. What I could do is see if Zelda Dungeon has a quick way to go about it. They probably do. Snowflake Ruins, here we go. So... Ew, they're showing the damn HD version. Well, there's nothing wrong with the HD version, it's just not, in my opinion, the definitive version. Trying to see the block puzzle. Here we go. Or at least I think. Oh god. The step-by-step guide here is a bit problematic, but let's see if we can do it. So the good thing about this is that the blocks are in the same starting position as mine. Start by pushing the block that is on the far south of the room. Hold on. Far south of the room northward, and it will slide across the ice. This is the one that's furthest south, so I will do that. So this one goes south. East, then north. Okay. Now push the block that we first pushed, the one, yeah, that goes west. South. I know, isn't this fun? Oh, there we go. Pretty simple, actually. It was much harder to follow the walkthrough. I remember in the Japanese version that I did, what I found difficult was getting my blocks in the same position that he had them in, so that I could then follow his guide from that point onwards. So that is much cleaner and faster than whatever I did in the previous attempt. Well, not really attempt, I did complete a livestream playthrough of that, but the last livestream playthrough that I did, that was a lot more convoluted, because I was following some guy's guide, which was likely him just fucking around with the blocks until he eventually got them in the right position. So, oh well. That was quick and clean. Not a problem at all. Alright, that's been taken care of, so let's move on. My intention was really to save time, and I have succeeded in doing so. Because that was faster than trying to follow the damn video. Alright, so this doorway has been opened. Which is good. This, I think, no, it doesn't quite yet give us access to that cannon. It will... What is this giving us access to? I'm actually not entirely sure just yet. If I knock you down there, then that's fine. I'm quite alright with that. I hate having to deal with two of you at the same time. Even one of you is very annoying. I can't believe it. I hate you. You're wasting my time. That's all you've done. In doing that, all you've achieved is just wasting my time. To hell with you. Okay, so... let me just think. So, on this side... yeah. Let's go this way. We'll transform into Wolflink, get back to this main room. I'm quite frustrated by all this. Actually, no, maybe I don't want to go this way. This would take me... no, not this way. What we want to do is do what we did the first time we entered this dungeon and actually go this way. Fuck. Talk about wasting time. Just as I was talking about saving time, that when happened. No, I haven't, Potato. All you have to do is look at me. Like, look at me, and then you realise that I haven't. Like... have I positioned myself incorrectly here? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure if I pass through this door, that should be the block puzzle room, right? I'm not misplaced, surely. No, I'm not. So... that'll do us. Let's try that again. This time, we will do our utmost not to be thrown off the fucking area. There we go. You being thrown off is quite entertaining. No. Get out of here. Very good. Alright, so what's down there? Don't think it's worth going down there just yet. I believe this is going to give us access to the thing And by the thing, I don't actually mean the thing. As in that big green guy, I mean... Not... Was he green or was he... No, the thing was brown. Getting confused with the Hulk. Ignore me. The point of the matter is that it should give us access to what we need to aim our cannon at. Oh, brown, orange, I don't care. You know what I mean. Fucking orange. I'll give you orange. An earthy brown which can be orange, depending on... I would guarantee that you could look at lots of different pictures of the thing, and some would be orange and others would not be. Some would be brown. Damn it. Anyway. Now there's a key. Well, I'm glad I got that, but... Now that I'm up here, do I continue this way? Some are red. Okay. Well, that's... lovely. I'm backtracking here because I see no reason to... Oh. What I can do... is this. But I see no reason to continue in that direction. I think it would be more fruitful to instead, unless I can't get... Oh, fuck you. I can't get to the other side. Once I've come in here, that's it. That's it, baby. Tough luck. I can't believe it. God, this fucking dungeon is annoying. I love this... I absolutely love the concept of it, but... going through the dungeon is not all that fun. I've never really had all that much fun going through this dungeon. One of the nicest concepts in the series. In practice, I can fucking live without it. I couldn't tell you, but... weird architects would design a mansion like this. That's why they abandoned this mansion. It's because it's fucking ridiculous. Can't get anywhere. Yes, I'm sure they hate guests as well. Alright, so now we're back to where we were. And I believe that if we drop down here, that will somehow be helpful. I would like to kill you guys first, if you wouldn't mind. I find that it helps to actually aim at the enemy, Doomlink. It really is your choice, but it might actually be of some use. Alright, now what's on the other side of this? Is the golden quest... nothing of real interest, clearly. I do not know what door is locked. What door do we need opened with a key? Whatever. So... this fucking butcher's knife is scary. This giant meat cleaver. I don't know what he's eating, but I want to stay away from him and whatever he's eating. Looks like I can go up there, unless he turns towards me. Does he turn towards me? If he's not turning towards me, then... oh, you fucker. He turns towards me. He knows all about me and my activities, you fuck. Just when I thought I had an opportunity. Damn it. Ugh. Well. Now that I'm on this level, I should really use that as... So, we need to enter the room that allows us to move those. We'll get there. Eventually. Maybe the locked door was here. Must have been one of the entrance ways in the room just opposite. One of the... Yes, it was. I remember it now. I'd forgotten about it. I do remember it now. It had been so long since I had seen that locked door that I'd forgotten about it. I remember it now. You don't need to drop a JK in the chat. Like, no one's going to be so sensitive because you mentioned fat chefs. Oh, fat shaming! Ugh. For God's sake. You know me and my chat better than that. Oh. Can I can't back away fast enough. Oh yeah, that's right. The ball and chain actually works as a shield when you're holding it. Yes, well I don't know if your JK would prevent that, Potato. I don't think it would. Anyway, now that we've done that, you know, that wasn't helpful at all. In actual fact, because... Oh, I know what it is. I know what we're doing here. We're not trying to shoot something. We're trying to get that ball over here. That is why we're doing this. It's not like there was an actual target. We needed to get the ball from here to there. No, I did not read the bloody guidelines. Why would I read the frickin' guidelines? There is no fat shaming taking place. This is the point. The mentioning of... In the case of Potato's comment, it was actually to the benefit of fat people, not to their detriment. Because he said that you shouldn't trust a chef that's not fat with making you good food. So the comment was made in jest, as far as, you know, it being interpreted as fat shaming. So whether it's against the guidelines or not, as you describe it, I'm neither concerned in a general sense, nor referring to the specific situation, as to whether or not I'm breaking guidelines or anything like that. Twitch can go and eat a dick if they want to get all hung up on that. And at the end of the day, those sorts of things more apply to larger live streamers who have larger audiences, and with larger audiences come larger groups of idiots and larger groups of people who are ready to get offended at the mention of almost anything. So... Oh, I don't particularly care. No. See, what you're talking about, don't give Twitch money. I mean, essentially what you're doing right now is being very, very pessimistic, because you seem to fail to distinguish between my live stream and a live stream that is more subject to Twitch guidelines. Like, I don't have those sorts of interactions that you're talking about, so... Well, okay, thank you for the warning. It is... I will take it to heart. But, I'm not concerned. Not even slightly concerned. Because it's... No one's gonna get banned. It's all good. We're all fine. Onward with the live stream, thank you. The creature has been killed. I don't really need to hear about your Xbox woes either, Potato. As far as the key, it is supposedly in the room over there. Well, at the end of the day, like, Twitch can do what they want. But most of what they do doesn't affect people like me because I'm outside of their sphere, really. Like, what I do is not going to bring an audience. It never has done, and it never will, for the reason that I don't play games that people want to watch. And so because there is no audience, I don't have to worry about all that shit. And I'm glad. I don't want an audience if it invites that sort of shit. I like a small, intimate audience, that's fine. I like that, but I don't want a big audience of people who can get offended by the mere mention of the word fat. Oh, fat! He said fat! You know, so, great. Excellent. I'm perfectly happy to have a community that's not going to be bothered by me. No. If Twilight Princess became the most popular game on Twitch, I wouldn't be playing it. I simply wouldn't. Because I'm not interested, like, it's not... Well, it is true that it's not by coincidence that the games that I want to play are games that your average Twitch viewer won't want to play. It's because your average Twitch viewer is very different to me. But outside of that, yeah, in fact, I won't even speak to hypotheticals like that, because it's never going to happen. Anyway. Alright, that should open the door, which should furthermore give me access to the key, finally. We should be through the dungeon. There's one room that we didn't go in. It's an optional room, as I understand it. And I don't think I really need to go there. I think I've been there in the past, and I've made the determination that it doesn't need to be a room for me to enter. Let's rephrase that. It is a room that I do not need to enter, and so I won't enter it this time around. That sure took a while, but that mirror shard is as good as ours. Except for the not take mirror part. That part, that's difficult to manage. It is weird, but it's good. I would prefer a tight-knit community anyway. But to be fair, like even a larger group, say 10 years ago on Twitch, would have been much better than a large group now. Let's say you had 300 concurrent viewers 10 years ago. The quality of the viewership within that group of 300 would have been much higher then than now. You get 300 in a group in Twitch now, and it's like you can basically count the brain cells on one hand. Or at least it sort of feels that way. Am I supposed to wait for her to... Yeah. This is the fun part of the dungeon. Well, I thank you for that. I'm glad you feel that way. But you know, I'll always play what I enjoy. And it works out that in the end I'm not bringing in a big audience. I hate having to wait for her to walk up here, it's ridiculous. It's a lovely idea, but no. The key phrase is, or the key word in this case is, idea. It was a good idea, but it's actually worse than, for example, the shifting of King Zora in Ocarina of Time. Like, watching him slowly shift his ass on that throne was both funnier and less time-consuming than what I'm having to do right now, which is waiting for this girl to waddle up to the door. It's not necessary. They could have just, you know, done like a fade out and fade back in and we're in front of the door. It would not have in any way ruined my immersion. I would have been quite content to not spend, you know, 2 minutes of my time waiting for her to walk to the door. This is bedroom. You unlock it. Okay. I've been commanded to open the door. How the chains prevented the door from moving, I couldn't tell you. Thank you. You come inside. You know, if the door opened out, then sure. But no. Those chains should have actually done nothing to prevent the door from moving in the way that it is moving right now. Please, this way, yes. All this for a not take mirror jump scare. Here, mirror, you look at it. Ah, so pretty. Pretty. So pretty. Sorry, am I not getting into it enough? Should I try to do a voice? I won't, in case you wanted to know. Pretty, pretty mirror, lovely. Not take mirror. Okay. I won't fucking take it then. You've convinced me not to. I'm sorry. For God's sake. Fairly easy boss, by the way. One of the easier ones in the game, although there are no real difficult bosses, to be fair. It's a Twilight mass, which is, I suppose, an appropriate description. Here I am calling it an easy boss, but I'm taking hits stupidly. Really, the more aggressive you are, the better, except that I can't even aim, apparently. Aiming helps. This is what I mean by being aggressive, being helpful. Ugh. Okay. The more you hit it, the smaller it becomes. There you go. And now for the next level of the fight, or next stage of the fight. This will sort of turn into something of a Wind Waker Phantom Ganon confrontation, where we actually have to watch the... Well, back in the Phantom Ganon fight, you were watching the reflections in the water. This time you're watching the reflections in the ice. Oh, did we destroy... Oh, that was our opportunity to destroy those. That was poorly done. That's fine. Do I still get a chance to hit it? No. Oh, well, that was my mistake for... Oh, no, I did actually manage to make contact with it. Shockingly. Okay. I didn't get to see much of that, but maybe there was some sort of sound cue to indicate that had taken place. Okay. See, I don't want to hit that instead. I want to hit the main part. I think one more hit and she will be out of here. Permanently. Kill the innocent waddling lady. It's the right thing to do. Alright. Whoops, that didn't end well. That ended well, though. She thrashes her head around a bit. And then, I don't know, the evil spirit leaves her or something. Because I hit the ice just enough. I will now take mirror. Am I allowed to take mirror? If I'm allowed to, then I will. Well, we have 2 mirror shards now. 2 more left, Link. Very good. Still, I feel bad about the way we treated that girl. I don't. She screamed in my face and made me wait for like 2 minutes for her to waddle to the damn door. To think the Mirror of Twilight has the power to change people like that. Yeah, to think. Have you ever considered that she was an unpleasant person before the Mirror of Twilight? No, she was probably fine. This world, all worlds, can be cruel. Let's hurry up and collect the rest of those pieces, Link. There are only 2 more left, actually. Well, let's go search for the 2 that remain. Oh no. I'm about to be physically assaulted again. This is a rather touching scene, though. Very strange, you just dreaming. Yito, mirror you gave. No, he take mirror. Let us take back. That would be a problematic turn of events. Look in reflection of Yito's eyes, their true beauty. Okay. Who need mirror? My love. Now if you didn't have literally 2 teeth, maybe I'd get into this a little bit more. I don't know. Then we get a heart container. As I understand it, the first heart container that really does relate to love, as opposed to the death of some evil creature. But yeah. I like how we witnessed that and Minna's like, I'll get you out of here. Yeah, great. Get me out of here quick. We can go and get another piece of heart right now if we want to. The date's wrong, the date's wrong. Don't freak out. Ugh. Blame the calendar on the GameCube. But yeah, if I do one of those snowboarding minigames again, I'll be able to get a piece of heart. That is if I can beat... Is it Yeta? Yeta, whatever. In a race. So let's give that a try. Seeing as though I'm already here, I may as well do it. I see no reason why not to. Actually, she might not be here yet. Is she here? Yes, she is here. Okay. Long time since we meet. Yeah, it's been about 2 minutes. About, roughly. Anyway, nice weather for sleds, yes. Race to home. So I think we race him, which is very easy. And then we need to beat his wife. Is that against Twitch guidelines? Anyway. And the point of the matter is that we need to beat his wife. And we shall do so. It's not me, it's Nintendo. You tell me if that's kid-friendly. Should I bother? No, I won't take the shortcut. I'll just hope that I fluke it first time. I know where I need to go, I just need to be able to control myself when I'm moving. You know what it is? I think what led me astray last time was trying to get the rupees. I should just not do that. And then I think I'll be fine. You are so terribly pessimistic. You just... anyway. Very doom and gloom, you know. You worry too much. Do as you like. Alrighty, you win. Yeah. You beat Yeeto. You good, you worthy sledder. You want rematch, you go back to Mountaintop. I don't even know what to say to you after that. I think I can hide myself... oh, for God's sake. Where can I... I'm not exactly sure where to go to avoid being seen by them, unless... see, I'm worried that... yeah, see this fucking snow? Am I out of their range? Oh, for the love of God. Okay, if I stand here, can they see me? Thank you. They're not going to notice the effect of me just literally evaporating into the air, but aside from that, yeah, no problem. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I can... No, 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 I don't want to race you. I love fun, I just want to race you. I did beat husband. Now I'll beat you. I'll beat you all! Anyway, no, I can imagine that. Oh, if it's a temporary ban, then what's the fucking problem? No problem at all. I mean, it's probably not good for your record, but fuck. You just refer to people the details of the situation, and then it's like, oh, no. Okay. Yeah, wow. You sure have transgressed. Can't believe it. What distasteful behaviour, right? Anyway. So let's not try to aim for the rupees, because I think that's going to be a problem. Okay. As long as we stay on this, we'll be alright. Okay. No, why did you turn like that? Thank God it didn't result in death. Because that's what it is. Like, if you fall off there, you haven't just lost the race, you've lost your life. First try, motherfucker. I win alright. I believe it's required for you to take that shortcut to win. You too good, I overconfident maybe. You slimmer than husband, maybe that's your secret. You aerodynamic. Yes, I would say compared to your husband I am slightly more aerodynamic. But don't let the Americans near that word, otherwise they'll call it air dynamic instead of aerodynamic. They did it with aeroplanes, so just watch yourself. Oh wait, I am playing the European version, so we're alright. Is there anything for us to do before we finish up? I suppose I should probably just take myself to Kakariko Village, because I find that that's a nice place to finish a video on. Or a nice place to finish it in, rather. I'm not on Kakariko Village, but I am in it. As I understand it. Okay. Doing well as far as heart containers are concerned. And, yeah. Our next objective is to reach the Sacred Grove again, specifically the Temple of Time, which will be in the past. I can't quite remember how we access it, but I'm sure we'll work it out. I think we need to go and talk to someone at Telma's bar, and if not, then, I don't know, that's how we initiate this next part of the quest. We might do a little bit more heart piece collecting if applicable. We'll see what happens, but for now, I think that'll be it for this recording. This has been 2 hours and 46 minutes, and yeah, I do thank you all for watching, and I'll bid you all farewell for now. Bye bye.